and welcome to another Pioneer International Update. We had a great time at this year's Pioneer Leaders Conference in March with around 40 international guests with us. It was great to experience a sense of family that is growing across the various Pioneer networks across the globe. And then in April, Carol and I traveled to Costa Rica to meet with a group of pastors exploring partnership with Pioneer, and then up to Boston in the USA for a retreat with some of the senior leaders from churches that are connecting with Pioneer across the States. This was followed by a trip to West Africa, visiting churches in Sierra Leone, and then we hosted a leaders gathering in Ghana for Pioneer churches from Sierra Leone, Liberia, Guinea, Burkina Faso, and Ghana. It was such a good time. Then in July, we hosted a Pioneer Leaders Conference in Ndola in Zambia, and Linda Ward hosted a retreat for Pioneer Australia church leaders just outside of Sydney. Now, one of the Pioneer distinctives is our commitment to empower and release women into every level of leadership across the church and in society. And across the network, there are now regular conferences to encourage and equip women in their leadership. Back in September, Stacey Howell and the team at City Church in Russellville, Arkansas hosted Tempered, which attracted over 200 women. In January, Ness, Linda, Judith and Paula hosted the Women's Leaders Conference in Loughborough with Henrietta Blythe, the CEO of Open Doors, with over 150 women in attendance. And then in March, 80 women attended the Women of Influence Conference hosted by Sarah Richards and the team from Revive Church in Hesperia. We want to continue to champion the role of women in our churches and in society, and hope to see many more of these opportunities across the various Pioneer networks. So what's coming up? Well, Pioneer Asia are hosting a leaders gathering in Dubai from October the 11th to the 13th. We are hosting our first Pioneer Leaders Conference in Tanzania. There's a Pioneer Leaders Gathering in Costa Rica, November the 9th to the 11th. And Pioneer Kenya Leaders are Gathering November the 16th to the 18th. Let's pray for these times that there'll be times of refreshing and encouragement for all those who are engaged on the front line of mission. Thanks for your continued support and your prayers. Do check out the Pioneer podcast and follow us on social media for all news and updates. That's all for now. Until the next time, bye.